Gold versus stocks, what this divergence really means. One of the most important signals right now is the divergence between gold and stocks. Historically, when stocks rise strongly, gold tends to stay quiet, but when stocks struggle, gold often steps into the spotlight. Right now, we're seeing moments where gold strengthens while equities hesitate. This does not automatically mean a stock market crash is coming, but it does suggest rising caution. Gold doesn't predict exact events, it reflects mood. And the current mood is no longer pure optimism. Why volatility is a friend of gold. Gold loves volatility, not because volatility is exciting, but because volatility exposes fragility. When markets swing violently, leverage gets tested, weak positions get flushed, confidence gets shaken. Gold benefits because it has no leverage attached to it by default. It doesn't depend on earnings calls. It doesn't depend on growth forecasts. It doesn't need perfect conditions. Volatility reminds investors why gold exists in the first place. Political risk and election uncertainty. Another factor investors often underestimate is political uncertainty. Elections create policy unknowns. Policy unknowns create market hesitation. Market hesitation fuels defensive positioning. Gold does not care which party wins. It reacts to uncertainty during the transition. Historically, periods of political unpredictability increase demand for neutral assets. Gold is neutral. Global liquidity and why it matters. Liquidity is the oxygen of markets. When liquidity is abundant, risk assets thrive. When liquidity tightens, markets struggle. Gold reacts early to liquidity stress. Central banks may signal tightening or easing, but markets often feel the pressure first. Gold responds not to announcements, but to reality. When liquidity feels fragile, gold prices adjust. Gold and the loss of purchasing power story. This is one of the most misunderstood aspects of gold. Gold does not always rise with inflation, but gold protects against long-term purchasing power erosion. Over decades, currencies lose value. Gold tends to retain it. This is why gold is not about short-term gains. It's about long-term survival of wealth. Investors who understand this rarely panic during pullbacks. Gold miners versus physical gold. Many investors ask, should I buy gold or gold miners? They are not the same. Physical gold is protection. Gold miners are leveraged businesses. When gold rises, miners can outperform, but they also carry operational risk, political risk, and cost risk. Gold miners amplify gold, both up and down. Understanding this difference is critical. Common gold investing mistakes. Let's talk about mistakes, because avoiding them matters more than chasing returns. Buying gold after a parabolic spike, going all in emotionally, ignoring volatility, treating gold like a growth stock. Gold rewards patience. Gold punishes impatience. The best gold investors are calm, not excited. What a healthy gold pullback looks like. If gold pulls back, that does not mean the story is over. Healthy pullbacks shake out weak hands, reset sentiment, create better long-term entry points. A dangerous pullback is driven by collapsing fundamentals. A healthy pullback is driven by profit-taking. Understanding the difference keeps investors rational. Gold's role in a modern portfolio. Modern portfolios face new risks: high debt, geopolitical fragmentation, currency competition, policy uncertainty. Gold plays a unique role because it does not correlate perfectly with anything else. It's not there to outperform stocks every year. It's there to stabilize outcomes over time. How to think about gold going forward. The key question is not, will gold go up tomorrow? The better question is, what environment are we moving into? If the future holds more uncertainty, more debt, more volatility, more policy stress, then gold remains relevant. If stability returns fully, gold rests. This is not a bet, it's a framework. Gold as a signal, not a strategy. Gold itself is not the strategy. Understanding gold is the strategy. Gold tells us about confidence, risk appetite, liquidity, currency trust. Ignoring gold is ignoring information. Smart investors listen, even if they don't act immediately. Final thoughts before you make any decision. Gold is not magic. Gold is not perfect. Gold is not a guarantee. But gold has survived every financial system in history. Currencies come and go. Policies change. Markets evolve. Gold remains. That's why it still matters today. Final CTA, or call to action. If you value calm, data-driven market analysis without hype, if you want to understand money, risk, and long-term investing psychology, and if you want weekly breakdowns that help you think, not panic, then subscribe to this channel, like this video, and turn on notifications. We don't chase noise here. We decode signals. See you in the next one. Gold just shocked global markets, breaking past $5,500 an ounce and hitting all-time records. Meanwhile, US stocks are wobbling and the dollar is at multi-year lows. Investors from Wall Street to Main Street want to know, is gold signaling something big for the US economy and your portfolio? Today, we break down why gold is roaring, what's pushing prices higher, what risks are on the horizon, and what every US investor needs to understand right now. Key points to cover. Record price levels. Gold has surged past $5,500 per ounce, massive by historical standards, and record demand is being recorded. Price volatility. After testing highs near $5,600, gold has seen sharp trading swings, showing both strong buying and profit-taking. ETF and investor flows. Gold ETFs and futures are recording heavy volume. Investors are actively moving into gold as a safe haven. 1. Safe haven demand and geopolitical tension. Gold is traditionally bought during crises, wars, conflict risks, policy uncertainty. For example, when risk goes up, gold goes up because investors want assets that hold value when everything else feels shaky. 2. Weak US dollar support. Gold is priced in USD. A weak dollar makes gold cheaper for non-US buyers and increases demand. 3. Expectations around monetary policy and Fed rates. Markets pricing in potential dovish turns or uncertainty around Federal Reserve policy increase gold's appeal. 4. Record global demand. Investors and institutions have helped push gold demand to all-time highs, over 5,000 metric tons in 2025. Safe haven versus inflation hedge. Gold often protects during crises, but doesn't always hedge inflation directly. For example, gold doesn't yield interest, so when real interest rates climb, gold can struggle. But in times of extreme uncertainty, gold becomes valuable simply because it holds worth when other assets fall. Gold supply and demand basics. Supply comes from mining, recycling, demand comes from jewelry, technology, ETFs, and central banks. How gold's rally interplays with other markets. Stocks versus gold performance. When markets wobble, like tech stocks or broad indexes, gold buyers often rush in. Recent stock volatility, like tech performance, amplified the move into gold. Dollar and treasuries impact. A weaker dollar and falling treasury yields often signal gold upside. Commodities correlation. Metals like copper and silver are also seeing record moves. Broader commodity strength often boosts gold sentiment. What this means for US investors. 1. Risk mitigation and portfolio diversification. Holding some gold exposure may protect against downturns. Gold ETFs, futures, physical bullion, mining stocks are common ways to invest. 2. Timing and volatility awareness. Gold can be volatile. It's not always a smooth ride. Price can snap back quickly. 3. Understanding your objectives. Is gold a hedge, a trade, or a long-term store of value in your plan? Explain different strategies. Big picture and future outlook. Analyst targets and forecasts. Some Wall Street analysts see potential for further gains, towards $5,700 to $6,000 per ounce. But volatility, profit-taking, and macro shifts could cap moves. Watch list. Key indicators. US dollar trends. Fed policy announcements. Geopolitical developments. ETF flows and volatility indexes.